While publicly Fox News is questioning the safety of the vaccines and, of course, encouraging people to fight against those mandates, behind the scenes, they've sent out another memo telling employees that they have until December 27th to submit proof of vaccination, or else you cannot report in person to work to their New York offices. And of course, Fox News says, hey, this isn't really our policy. This is because Democratic Mayor Bill de Blasio has put a mandate in place, and so we're just trying to comply. Something, of course, they tell their viewers not to do. But even without de Blasio's mandate, Fox News, their New York office, was still rocking a 90% vaccination rate. Hell, that's better than most companies here in the United States. 90% of employees were already vaccinated. And according to reports, most of the people who are not vaccinated at the network, it's not the on-air talent, it's the behind-the-scenes people, lighting people, camera people, tech crews that have not yet been vaccinated. So they will have until December 27th to submit proof that they have received at least one dose of the vaccine and that they're on their way to getting the second. So again, we're looking at a situation where Fox News says, do as I say, not as I do. And then, again, they can try to blame this mandate on de Blasio all they want, but again, 90% already vaccinated at the network because they had such strict policies, right? Either submit proof of vaccination or go through constant COVID testing. Testing's no longer an option. But even when it was, most of their employees, it seems, chose to get vaccinated rather than have to go through that all the time. So, why is it that behind the scenes, this network is getting the shot, showing obviously that they're not having any side effects? I haven't heard of a single Fox News host come on the air and tell us of a vaccine injury that they suffered. No, that hasn't happened. Yet routinely, night after night, some of the worst hosts on the network go on the air and trash the vaccines, encourage their followers, their listeners, their viewers to not follow very simple safety protocols that they themselves are in fact following behind the scenes. That is the height of hypocrisy. And if Fox News had any sense whatsoever, they would see that killing your audience is really not a good business model. Even though Fox News is the ratings leader, still 2 to 3 million Americans out of a country of roughly 330 million? Yeah, you're not exactly reaching the entire country every night. You can't afford to kill off the people who are still watching your network, especially because they do tend to skew older. So you're talking about the most vulnerable part of the population in terms of COVID infections, and you're out there every day with your vaccines coursing through your veins, telling them not to protect themselves. You've been busted so many times on this. The hypocrisy has been reported on for months now. So I wonder if maybe this one, this newest, latest, you have to be vaccinated or you can't come to work, maybe this story will convince a few more Fox News viewers that if they can get the shot, maybe so can I.